Today you find me back on the River Ada, but actually on the Ada and not on the banks to the side of it. Now, I was explaining in the previous video that when it gets to like an hour or so before high tide, this area floods and becomes quite the haven for wildlife. There you go, 4 oyster catchers screaming past. Now, in a minute I'm going to go as quiet as I can, so I'll be using what's they either call the hunting stroke, the Indian stroke, or the photographer's stroke. Basically, that means I'm not taking the paddle out of the water, so it doesn't create any noise in the splashing, which allows us to get much closer to wildlife. Right. It is 3:32 now, and it is high tide at 3:40, 3:41. And although when this bit floods it always looks a bit skanky on the surface compared to the actual river part of it, it is a habitat for wildlife. I'm going to try and get closer to these houseboats that I mentioned in the last video, and I'm going to hopefully find these egrets again, especially after having said that you could always count on them in this little estuary part. Well, the main purpose of today was to get me out on the canoe, because I'm suffering with an elbow problem at the moment, but it's quite a few years since I've been out on the water. I think 2019 was probably the last time, so I may hang around to see the tide start going out. And that means I can catch the egrets, etc., as this begins to recede. Or I may just make the most of being out in the water, and it'll end up more of a canoeing, no photos kind of video. But I can see something has landed over there. Oh, no, it's going to be a photography video after all. Alright, let me time to get the camera out, and I hope I don't drop it. Couple of nice herons, but they are now a ways over there. Well, it's difficult balancing and trying to keep the camera steady. Well, there's two of them. Let's see if I can get closer. Ooh, wobble, jeez. And put those away. Right, try and get closer to the grey. Oh, he's taken off. It's like I said, there is two of them. So let's see if I can't get closer to them. I don't want to get so close that they take off, because I don't always see the herons here, but I do always see the egrets. I mean, he's still a long way away from me here, but he is very aware that I am here. So this is the Indian stroke that makes your canoeing dead silent. Now I know the sun is literally behind me now, so you can't see me particularly. It's a shame that it's got buildings behind it as a view, and it looks like we've got some egrets now as well. It's so difficult to hand focus. And you've got all this bobbing around. I'm going to have a canoe around to see what else there is. We are 20 minutes past high tide now. Gotta get myself off those beds, there we go. And if I can get a nice better angle, in fact let me show you these boathouses again. Sorry, my GoPro mount is broken. And I just don't want it falling in the water. Right, there's one patch directly in front of me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15 egrets, okay. And the herons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 herons. That is just unbelievable. I'm going to see if I can get myself a little bit on the bank so it'll stop me moving. Right, that should be enough. such a party of it's such a party of wildlife when the tide's up like this. But I'm always torn because it's the best time for photographs, and it's the best time to canoe also. So I'm always torn as to what to do. And for this purpose I'm photographing, because this is just, I'm trying to do a manual focus. It's very difficult. Okay, well I want to get some canoeing done also, so let's just put that away for a minute. I'm going to go back the way I came around, because I get to see the herons and the egrets more. But it's not a 5-minute job getting the canoe out, and tide is going to turn shortly, and then I'm going to struggle to get back against the flow, because when that does start flowing, it's quite tough. It's quite sore in the elbows anyway now, but I mean it's mainly shoulder twist, so it's your core muscles that you're using. But when I'm talking to the camera, I tend to just use my arms, which is a really bad habit to get into. I'll show you these houseboats. Some of these are absolutely beautiful. And some of them are World War vessels. Right, let's carry on. I can't believe how perfect an afternoon this has become. It was quite overcast, and when I was trying to get the canoe on the van, which I've never done before, so it means I haven't canoed since 2019. And my bad elbow was playing up, and by the time I'd got it on the van, I was thinking it just began to spit as well, and I thought maybe I'll put it away and try again another day. But I had some lunch, and the weather cleared up a bit and the wind dropped completely, and I thought, well, go over there, see if there's somewhere I can park and put the canoe in, because I used to use the slipway for the Ada recreational sports building, but they closed the gates at 5, so I wouldn't be able to get out, and there's a sign there saying it's private land. So I found a little bit further up stream, and there was hardly movement in the water, and the place I found to put it in was absolutely perfect. A bit boggy, but other than that, perfect. So I've been down and shown you the egrets, which I knew weren't going to let me down. I wasn't expecting the heron, which was nice, especially so many. I had seen them here before, but I think only once or twice when I consider how many times I've actually been here. I'm just coming up to the old toll bridge, which has been here since, don't know, but I'll put it up here. And it's where they put memorials up for when the plane crashed in 2015, I think it was, and killed more than a few people. It's quite an emotional thing to see and be here for. So my dad and I were at the air show, and it shook the ground. And it affected a lot of people that day. Right, well, it is just gone 5. So an hour and 20 since it was high tide, and now I am getting much slower. One, because I've been paddling for a long time, and I'm now going against the flow somewhat. So I'm just going to go underneath the bridge, and I'm not going up as far as the flyover. And then I shall turn around and head back down to mine, but where I've put my canoe in, and shall take it out, and then hope my little armies can get me back up to put in the canoe back on the van and get me home, and then I'm going to have a beer or two. I am hot. Well, I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. I have missed it. I was going to say I've had an amazing time, and I have, but what comes to mind more than anything is how I've missed it. Missed being this connected, even more connected than when I'm nestled down photographing. It's the first time I've come out on the canoe with a camera, which I was nervous about because there's more than a few pennies between my camera, my lenses, my drone, spare batteries, GoPros. So I brought 2 of those with me. One of them is for vlogging on, and the other one is for dunking in the water, which I will show you, hopefully have already shown you some underneath. There's a bloke just jumped in for a swim. Absolutely bonkers. Mind you, I could join him on a day like today. It's beautiful. Right, well, if you have enjoyed today's video, then please give it a thumbs up. If you don't subscribe and you'd like to, that really helps the channel. I'll be very grateful and forever in your debt. And if you want to know when my next video is out, click on the notifications tab and that will let you know. I think I'm going to go around this little island and then head back because my elbow is ready to fall off. So all that leaves me to say is thanks for watching. Until next time, bye for now.